Hi everyone. So today's video is a request from Laverne Hoog. I still hope I'm saying that right, but I'm really sorry if I'm not. And it is going to be all about the Rebecca Minkoff Nikki. So if you are new to Rebecca Minkoff, I'm sorry. I wish that everyone could have shared the amazing good old Rebecca Minkoff days in which this bag was a staple silhouette for many, many years. The Rebecca Minkoff Nikki Hobo, I'm not quite sure when it first came out, but I'm going to say maybe around 2008. And like I said, it was a staple in her collection for many years. It came out in a plethora of colors every season. There was new ones. It also featured different embellishments and stamping and stuff throughout the years. There's been Python microfiber Nickies, there's been studded Nickies, eyelet Nickies, neon piping Nickies. What else was there? Sage stamped Nickies, which are super rare, and if you have one, you are so lucky. Please go into your closet and give it a hug from me. But yes, the Nikki was an extremely popular silhouette from Rebecca Minkoff. The leather on these bags is just phenomenal, and honestly, I can't talk about it or praise it enough. This fall, actually, I've been toting my Nikki constantly. The smooshy leather and the you can just fling it on your shoulder and go. It's just the perfect hobo, and the leather. I just find this bag really comforting, and this fall's been really cold and unpleasant, and just using Nickies gives me comfort. I actually have a guest Nikki that I can also share with you guys today, and that is the Rebecca Minkoff Nikki in wine. Just, yeah. The Nikki is a gorgeous bag. This is actually my sister's Nikki, and she is loaning it to me because she's wonderful. And I might not give it back. I'm just kidding. I will. But yes, just, it's such a gorgeous bag, and it just complements the body so nice when you wear it. Both of these Nickies have the signature hardware. So through the years, the Nikki has also had different hardware change-ups. I believe the newest of all the Nickies was, it had the dog leash clasps with rings, and then up here was rings as well. The very first ones had square hardware attaching here and attaching down here. Oh yeah, just like this one, except that without the signature hardware, there was a dog leash clasp here. Was the classic hardware, which continued for many years. The signature hardware, which I have on both of these bags, wasn't around for, I think it was only around for one season. It is my favorite of all the Rebecca Minkoff hardware, and it's just amazing. Unfortunately, Rebecca Minkoff stopped making the Nikki quite a few, has it been quite a few years ago? It's been a few years anyways, so that's very upsetting. It's such, just honestly, the perfect hobo, in my opinion, is the Rebecca Minkoff Nikki. Just a phenomenal bag. You can for sure find them on the pre-loved market, and don't be afraid to go out there and look for one. I do find that Rebecca Minkoff is like not faked, so pretty much if you find a Nikki on eBay or Bonanza, it's going to be real. So that's the other nice thing about the older Rebecca Minkoffs, is they really weren't knocked off. I don't think at all. I don't think, like, I've seen a lot of other brands copy Rebecca Minkoff bag and silhouettes, but they always have their own label on the bag. I've never seen like an actual Rebecca Minkoff knockoff before. So I do take comfort in that a lot when shopping pre-loved too, because I don't think they exist. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I've never seen a faked Rebecca Minkoff bag. But yeah, we will get right into it. The other nice thing too, sorry, take the stuffing out of there, about the Rebecca Minkoff bags is the lining changed every season. So depending on what season your bag is from, you get a nice fun surprise. So this is the blue and white striped lining, I believe from 2009. Don't quote me on that though. And yeah, it's just black and white striped, and it says Rebecca Minkoff in one of these stripes. Whereas my black Nikki is the black and white floral canvas lining. This lining is my favorite lining of all the Rebecca Minkoff linings that I've ever owned. I have a very soft spot for the black and white floral. It's a very hardy lining, a very thick and substantial canvas, and the blue and white is still really nice. It's more of a silky, it kind of reminds me of a parachute. Actually, like when you'd go in kindergarten and do the parachutes in the gym, that's kind of what this lining feels like to me, is a parachute from elementary school. As you will see in the older Rebecca Minkoff bags, the interior zipper, it's probably easier to see on the blue and white bag, is just a standard zipper that matches the interior of the bag. On the Noir one, on this side, it's just black, plain, normal zipper. And then on both of them, right under the zipper pocket on the back, there is the gold Rebecca Minkoff nameplates. This little baby actually is signed by Rebecca Minkoff too, so that's a wonderful feature. I should also mention, because I'm jumping all over the place here, but the Nikki Hobo, the opening seals with a magnetic snap closure, which is really nice and will help keep your stuff secure. I know some people don't like there's no zipper, but honestly, once you magnetically seal that sucker and fold it over and put it on your arm, like, I don't think anyone's getting into this, so you really don't have to worry about security too much like you would an open tote or something with the Nikki, because she's kind of, and I mean, you can put the flap opening towards the outside, or if you are really paranoid, you can put it like right next, so it's touching you, so you can't get into it. Look at my Nickies. Yeah, just, I'm so sad she stopped making these classics. Like, just honestly, they're just amazing bags. So yes, the strap drop, when you look at it, when the flap, like when the bag it's flat shape, the drop basically looks non-existent, but once you fold that top down and give it her nice smile, as us minkettes refer to, she fits so comfortably on your arm, and just, yeah, fling that sucker on there and you're good to go. Just a phenomenal bag. I will show you the inside features with the wine one, just because I think it's easier to see on the blue and white lining as opposed to the black. So this Nikki has, I shouldn't say this Nikki, because all Nikki's have 3 slip pockets on the one interior side, and they're all ample slip pockets. So I usually put my keys in those pockets, or my phone if I don't want to be like flailing around in the bag for it, if I need quick access to it. But yeah, so apart from the fact that this is a hobo bag, so your stuff is kind of going to slide around when you carry it, and you might have some issues finding stuff in a hurry, there is a lot of interior wall organization, so you can kind of keep yourself organized and make things easier to find. And then just on the back side are the zip pockets on the Nikki and the nameplates, the metal nameplates. Now, I will also say there is the regular Nikki, which both of these bags are, or there is the mini version of the Nikki. And how you can kind of tell, like if you're buying the Nikki on the pre-loved market, some people aren't really as up to snuff on their Rebecca Minkoff knowledge as I am, or some of the other minkettes out there are. But ways you can kind of tell, just in case, because I mean, if you're expecting a full-size Nikki and then you get the mini Nikki, there is quite a difference in size. The mini Nikki was the very first Rebecca Minkoff bag I ever purchased, and it is quite a bit smaller than the full-sized Nikki. It kind of doesn't really even get the smile on it, but how I would really tell the difference is this strap that holds the hardware onto the bag. On the mini Nickies, it's only about that long. It's very, very short. A full-size Nikki is going to be a really that long piece of leather right there. And the other way to tell is on the inside pockets, as you have seen on this bag. There are 3 slip pockets, and on a mini Nikki there is just 2. So this bag is gorgeous. It has all the pockets trimmed in the wine leather as well. I don't know if these pockets are trimmed. I don't know if I've ever noticed. Oh, they totally are. I guess I never really noticed just because it was black, so it just kind of blended in. But yeah, so just the details on the old school Rebecca Minkoff bags are just, they're amazing. So you've got leather trimmed pockets, just absolutely a gorgeous leather. These bags are like intoxicating me with their leather smell. And then of course you also have the gorgeous signature hardware on these, which is, pretty sure it's both the light gold. I think the Nikki might be, oh no, they're about the same. So lastly, I'm just gonna do some close-ups of this hardware because it's just so gorgeous and I want to share it with the world. So the absolutely gorgeous thing about the Rebecca Minkoff signature hardware is every single stud and grommet on this bag has the engraved Rebecca Minkoff initials on it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then of course, sorry you keep seeing my red pajama pants, but, and then the clasp on the bottom has that beautiful signature there. Those grommets are also embossed, and then also the feet on the bottom of the bag are all, whoops, engraved as well. Can you just, oh, look at the leather. Seriously. She used to outdo herself, that Rebecca, with the details on these bags. Just so gorgeous. But yeah, that is the gist of the Rebecca Minkoff Nikki. It is the quintessential perfect hobo bag in my opinion, and it doesn't get much better than this. I also totally forgot to mention, but the Rebecca Minkoff bag on the bottom panel also has feet. I mean, you're not really going to get much use out of them because it's a hobo bag and when you set it down it just collapses and puddles on itself, but it is a beautiful little feature. The hobo, it completely puddles on itself with the beautiful leather, so really the feet aren't going to do much for you, but they are really pretty. So that is my really quick review, I guess, of the Rebecca Minkoff Nikki. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you are in the market for a pre-loved Nikki, I wish you so much luck on your hunt. You will step through the little looking glass into the old school Rebecca Minkoff world, and hopefully you will be as hooked as I am on those old school goodies. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.